Ooh-wee, baby. Y'all was mad at me last week about Ashima and the dogs. And I still stand in the same place that I was. That's why I love y'all, because we can agree to disagree all the time down below in the comments. I love it. So, we're doing Vlogmas. Yay, Vlogmas.
I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight.
I am your girl, Talisa Rae. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? We are reviewing Ready to Love, season number 2, episode number 8, Ready to Retreat. Honey, it's a lot in there. It's a lot. You can hear a lot. Ready to retreat, to leave, to go, to relax. Take that any way you want to. Listen, I'm about as crazy as they come because my little mannequin, I thought it was a person. Let's go. So we in the cigar lounge and the fellas are there, and Tommy, per usual, says one of them hoes got to go. Okay, they're not hoes, but one of those ladies have got to go. They have got to leave. Last week it was Carrie. Who is it gonna be this week? But it ain't gonna be easy. I'm sending y'all off on a retreat to Blue Ridge Mountains, okay? Y'all gonna be up in a cabin in Blue Ridge Mountains, okay? I think it's only for one full day that they are together in this cabin. But what is it they say? You only learn somebody once you travel with them and you live with them. How true is that? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. And when you travel, it ain't just like a couple days travel though that really tells you. It's like a week, 5 days worth of travel that will tell you exactly what's what. So they all get in like a party van bus and they head up to Blue Ridge Mountain together. Get there excited, walk through the cabin. It's huge, honey. I don't know, that looked like a resort. How many rooms is that? I guess it's about 10 because it's 10 of them. Is it 10 of them? 9 of them. It's a lot of them still. Nevertheless, so as we are getting situated and comfortable and people are choosing their rooms, honey, London is in his feelings. He looking like, where in the fuck did Brent come from? Because he moving in on the Alexis in the kitchen, honey, touching her on her shoulder, having a conversation, showing her some attention, and he feeling a little envious. His eyes are green because he eats a lot of vegetables. Y'all don't know that song, huh? It don't have nothing to do with your new friend. Okay, y'all know I can't sing, but that's one of my favorite Erykah Badu songs. I can sing the whole thing. Anyway, it's gonna be long already. Do I have to add that kind of stuff? Absolutely I do. Well, London is all like, in his confessional, I really want her to focus on me. But here she is, kiki and ha-ha, you know, all canoodling and shit with Brent. I need to know what's up. I need to go and have a conversation with her. So he pulls her to the side to have a conversation, and Alexis wants him to get serious about her. Like, to not just about her, but in general, because he's a comedian. He always cracking jokes. Ha ha ha. Now, most women love a man that can make them laugh, but not Alexis. She needs to see a little more depth. Talking about it's been long enough. Now, hold on. Y'all can be mad at me if you want to, but I know she ain't been but on 1, maybe 2 dates with London, okay? And if they talking on the phone, having conversations as much as and as often as Alexis is saying, the fact of the matter is there should be some serious conversations. So they ain't telling the truth. Y'all ain't having those long ass conversations, because after a while, jokey joke on everything settles down and you have conversations. I don't know if y'all don't agree with that. Y'all let me know down below in the comments. I mean, because I love a man that can make me laugh, but that same man knows how to have a conversation. And is it out of nervousness? Is it that he really doesn't know? Is it because she's too serious? Because she never jokes around and laughs? Or is it because he makes her nervous? She makes him nervous, you know? That's a mechanism for some people. So baby, now listen. Listen. You got Tandy, Darren, and Ashima in the kitchen, and Tandy is cooking, okay? Got her big hair on, having a good time, and there's Darren, and he's asking inquisitive questions. Oh, what are you cooking? I think it was, what do you like to cook, or some shit, whatever it was, but it was him focusing on her with Ashima standing right there, and Ashima was not feeling that at all. Like, hold on, hold up. They don't love you like I love you. Slow down. That's what she wanted to sing. She don't love you like I love you. So in her confessional, she made sure to let us know that she is not insecure. Okay? But she feels like Darren is straddling the fence. Like he's playing it safe. Now listen. Well, let me just keep going. Hold on. And she addresses it right there in front of Tandy. Right there. Are you straddling the fence between me and Tandy? Now, I'm gonna give Darren some props because he did say you are my number one. We have a real chemistry, you and I. But I am interested in seeing what could be explored with Tandy. He was honest. And in front of Tandy, like, this is here where the connection. And he, you know, Ashima says, I move a certain way. And he said, stay in your lane. That's your lane. Stay in it. My mouth dropped open. Like, nigga, I know you lying. Tandy was like, cause really, that's a snapback. Really, that's you getting a little attitude. Really, that's you trying to check me. And I probably would have said, hold up. Wait a minute. I thought you was my lane. I thought we were in the same lane. I thought we were carpooling together. But evidently, I'm over here in the slow lane. I ain't catching up. I ain't catching what you throwing. You way over there. I'm way over here in my own car. I thought we was in this together. Huh? Now, Darren is fucking confusing, okay? He is honestly confusing because one minute he is giving her the, you know, kind of cold shoulder, kind of moving you too fast. And the next breath, he's using baby every other word. Well, baby, listen. Well, baby, listen. And really, that might have been just to smooth her over. But I think Ashima has every right to feel the way she does. We talk about it in just a second, but he is giving her mixed signals by saying, it's us. I've had the strongest connection and the most chemistry with you, but I still want to explore this over here. I mean, just like a nigga. I want you. I want you. I want to be with you. I like your vibe. It's been us rocking from day one, but over here, that looked like something I want to try. I want to taste and see. No, I got everything you need. Like, he is fucking confusing. He is very... He is not forthcoming. I mean, maybe shit. You see how confused I am? That's how confused Ashima is. And I ain't the one liking him and over there kissing on him with them old single pecs, okay? That ain't me. So, Ashima, she feels some kind of way. So she go get her girl Alexis, okay? Alexis, let me holler at you for a second. And they have a conversation. They have a conversation about Ashima's feelings and the way it's making her feel. Both of them have a connection with, you know, somebody that likes two people. And she breaks it down. I like the fact that Alexis made her vocalize how she was feeling. Because it's important to address how you're feeling. I am hurt by being dismissed the way he's dismissing me. Like, it doesn't mean anything. I'm hurt by him straddling the fence because I'm all in. I'm hurt that he still wants to go and explore other options with Tandy. I'm hurt. Like, so I really like the fact that Alexis made Shima say something, because you can't address how you feel unless you vocalize it, unless you know. And that's always talking about, well, you know, I just didn't like how I feel wasn't enough. And she said something key for a lot of black women that have been hurt. I can only talk from a black woman standpoint because most of my people is black. I'm black. And we get closed off. We don't want to open up and be vulnerable for fear of being hurt and looking foolish as fuck. Like, I done laid myself on the line. I done opened up to you. I done gave you my heart. And here I am looking stupid. Because you done decided to run off in the sunset with motherfucking Tandy. Like, I'm sitting here trying to understand, trying to be in it. No, I'm all in it. You're telling me you are, but your actions don't align. So the fellas go and they branch off and they have a conversation. All the fellas, right? They go and they sit down. And they start talking about what happened and how he's confused because he's telling Ashima that, you know, you the one. But I just, you know, we here for the process. We here for a purpose. I just want to explore my options. When you connected with her right off, you really don't have any other options. As a matter of fact, most people are a little standoffish. Actually, Tandy is just entertaining it for entertainment's sake because she knows that your connection is strong with Ashima. I mean, we are on episode 8, ain't we? We talked about it last week. But, you know, it's the process. We on the show. I'ma date you. If we was cool for real, alright, I wouldn't. But I just met you 8 weeks ago. Let me keep going. So Darren gets really in his feelings, like really upset. And he's like, he's only been, I got to look at this, okay? I got to look at what he said. He said, I ain't showed her nothing but transparency, loyalty, and honesty. That was his words. Transparency, loyalty, and honesty. Do you think that he has been those 3 things? I don't think that he's been transparent because her not liking them dogs was a big issue for him, and he should have been transparent and said, hey, listen, this is a problem for me. I don't know how we're going to fix it, but we need to. That's also part of honesty and loyalty. Loyalty would mean that I'm not fucking with nobody else. I ain't checking for nobody else. But if Nina hadn't got kicked off, you would be in her face, and here you are in Tandy's face. I don't even remember you talking to Tandy in the beginning. I remember you being interested in Nina, but not Tandy. So I don't know if those are 3 words that he should really be honing in on. I've been transparent, loyal, and honest. Now, if y'all don't agree, please tell me down below in the comments. Please. I think that too, possibly, y'all keep saying he's passive aggressive, which is absolutely true. I think that he is saying something to her in a lot of these instances, but he's not asserting himself. He's not making sure she understands and providing her the clarity that she requires, okay? Most black women need clarity. We need to understand. So if we're asking you the question over and over and over and over a fucking again like she did in the kitchen, that means I still don't understand. And you need to break it down so that I can understand what the fuck you talking about. Otherwise, we're going to keep going around on this merry-go-round. You got me going in circles. That's exactly what we're going to be doing because I need to understand. And when she, in the kitchen, when she said, well, I'm going to just let it go, he said, I would appreciate that. I was like, okay, you know what, Ashima, you are such a classy, elegant lady. I know I didn't bounce back. Nonetheless, so he tells us about his, I don't remember him talking about it aloud. Do you? But maybe he did and I missed it and I didn't write it down or something. Because he talks about how he wants to be those things because his mother was cheated on by his father. He had an entitlement thing that made him feel like he could get and do whatever he wanted to do. And he just did not want to go into any relationships that way. So he always wanted to make sure that the women that he dated knew what it was. So that's why he's like, I'm all in with you. I'm all in with you, Ashima. But I like the way that vanilla look over there. Let me holler at her for a little bit. Let me see. Let me try and dip my toe in the pond. Niggas. And I ain't saying any G-U-S's either. So back up in the kitchen. You got Reva, Tandy, and Divine sitting there having a girls' conversation, right? And Tandy addresses their friend. Tandy addresses their friendship of 5 years and says, you know what? Because we have been friends for, we've been friends for so long, for 5 years. If it was vice versa with Mario, we both liking the same guy. If it was vice versa, I would back up knowing that he was into you. I would say, that's okay, I'm done, it's cool. So I had asked y'all last week. I had asked y'all last week about this. That's my son, if y'all hear some noise. I had asked you last week about this particular issue. And here we are in the next episode dealing with friends. But unbeknownst to Tandy, she's just a strong associate to Reva. What the fuck is a strong associate? Now, I'm going to say this. Let me keep talking about this really, really quick. Reva says that to her, a friend is someone that you converse with often. Maybe not every day, but often. That you confide in, that you provide upliftment, encouragement, some support to, and vice versa. Tandi seems seriously hurt at the fact that she's considered an associate and not a friend, and that she's met Divine and she calls Divine friend and she just met her versus, 5 years and a month. Like, how is she your friend already? I've been knowing you forever and we not friends? Now, let's just be clear here. There is a difference between associates and friends. Associates are people you don't fuck with. Associates are people that you know that my friend is your friend and so we hang around together, but we're not really friends. I really feel that people do use the word friend too loosely. And we really have to define it, because then all of a sudden you thought she was your friend but she fucking your man. You understand what I'm saying? Reva's like, yeah, we were friends. And Tandi feels like it's because of Mario that that she has this change of heart. Because of a man, now she feeling like they more associates than friends. Now I ain't finished with this, so put a pin in this real quick and I'm gonna come right back to it. So they separate, go they separate ways or whatever. Divine and Reva are in the bedroom talking about friendships and the definition of friendships, and it's too much, I'm over it, I don't want to deal with this or whatever. You know what, sidebar Reva, your makeup is too light for the camera. Probably in person is fine, but the makeup people ain't noticed that it's too bright for the camera. It look a little off. I digress. Well, as they're talking, the fellas come in and Ashima, with her messy self, tells them that, ooh, so I'm just happy with Tandi and Reva. Like, that's how I feel like it came across, even though it didn't, but it did. And Mario says, well, let me go holler at Reva. He goes to holler at Reva first before he goes to holler at Tandi. Now, I'm going to say this. That shows that he does have some interest, that he does care about her a little bit, because what happened, what went on, he knows that Tandi is a firecracker, and I don't know if he's making the assumption that it's her and not Reva that started it, but honey, Reva's the one that kept lighting the fire, because Tandi, I don't know where she from. I don't know what island she's from, but when she gets upset, you hear that island. What island is she from, y'all? Is she Belizean or something? So when Mario goes and knocks on the door, Divine and Reva are in there. He welcomes Reva welcomes him into the bedroom, and they begin to talk. And they talk about friendships and etc. And I forgot how it came about, but she said, she said, I feel like friends talk, and we've only talked on the phone twice. Once was just the other day when I told her to be careful, when she called me and I told her to be careful of Mario. Messy, okay? And he looking like, well, why the fuck would you tell her that? Like, I'm confused. What the fuck? Like, and he goes on to say, why would you say that? The only reason a woman is going to tell another woman to be careful of somebody is because either she knows something or she bitter and she trying to throw salt in the game. I don't know. But I'm really seeing like, he's spending a lot of time with Tandi, so I need to kind of, let me throw some jabs and have her start questioning him so that I can get more time and he can start focusing on me a little more. Now, y'all let me know if you disagree with me or not. Because even if you disagree with me, I'm going to tell you that Tandi got receipts. I seen it on Instagram, honey. And it was Reva. And it wasn't a phone conversation. It was text messages. And she said that she texted her under the table during the elimination, trying to determine what man was leaving. She texted her, watch out for Mario, and then there's a whole little blurb about it. Honey, yeah, listen, you got to be more careful. You were the one that initiated, but you made it look like it was Tandi. So of course Mario goes carry his chocolate ass over to where Tandi is while she outside. And Tandi plays no games, okay? Tandi is a firecracker. And so he says to her, why, I heard you got upset, you and Reva, blah, 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 but why would you tell her, why would you reach out to her and ask her about me? Tandi immediately set the record straight and was like, no, she reached out to me and said to me, watch out for Mario. And it wasn't a phone call, like I said. Tandi got receipts. Go find her on Instagram, okay? You can see the receipts for yourself. And because she's like, I'm not finna play that game. And furthermore, why in the fuck would you tell me to watch out for somebody that's in your top? My thing is, do you have something on him? Is there some information that you need to share? I mean, but that's what you do with friends. Let's go on and say that. If you was my friend and you were telling me to watch out for Mario, I would probably take a second glance and listen to what you had to say because we are friends. But you just said we as acquaintances, associates, okay? Which diminishes how I feel about you, the way I looked at you, how my concern was for you as it related to me and Mario and you in this triangle that we're in. So really, you was just trying to stop me from getting what you wanted because you ain't my friend. That's what you tell a friend. You be like, girl, you better watch out for him. Girl, that nigga ain't no good. Only people that say that is people that really care about you or people that's trying to fuck you over and get what you got. Y'all don't have to believe me. Y'all can tell me down below in the comments that you don't agree, and I'm okay with that. Y'all know I'm okay with that. So finally, Ashima and Alexis are in the kitchen already. I don't know, but it ends up being Ashima, Alexis, Darren, and Brent in the kitchen, and we are finally about to have a real honest conversation so that you can understand where I'm coming from, because I need to put all this shit out on the table. Like, I'm really digging you, Darren. That's me and my Ashima. Like, I'm digging you, and I'm feeling like I'm getting played. Don't try to play me out. Don't try to play me out. And so she finally tells him that I don't want to get played, that I don't want to look foolish. She finally vocalizes that to him. And you know, honestly, like, ladies, if you speak that language and your truth versus what we normally do, which is just ask a bunch of questions and try and get clarity. If we say, I don't want to put myself out here and you don't give a fuck about me, when you tell him that and he responds the way Darren did, you kind of look at him a little differently, because now if Darren plays you, you get to go the fuck off. Like, I done told you, I done put my heart out here, I'm really digging you, and you had the nerve to ask me, what do you need from me? And she was like, trust is earned, Darren. Trust is earned. And he's all like, well, we trust people where I'm from. We trust people until they betray us. Where are you from? Trust is earned? Or you trust it until you're betrayed? You let me know down below in the comments. Because most women who will tell you that trust is earned means I have been scorned, scorched, burned, heated up, tested, was looking stupid, vulnerable, left in the dust. And that's why you have to earn my trust. And then I just realized she's 39 and he's 35. Now I don't have a problem with dating younger men. Like, I dated somebody recently. I'm 43 and they was 37, and I, really enjoyed them, really had a good time. But our mindsets are still just a tad bit different. So they don't always catch what we throwing unless they got an old soul. Let's keep going. Brent and Alexis. So now let me say this. Divine should have carried her ass out of that room when Reva and Mario was talking, but she sat there and listened and was being nosy. Honey, you're supposed to get up and let them have that moment to themselves. And then but Divine ain't really got no business right now. So that's how come she's sticking around everybody. So Brent and Alexis, when the conversation really started going between Ashima and Darren, it started to, get some depth and facts were being spewed out. They excused themselves. That is the right thing to do, but also the opportunity for the two of them to have a conversation. He was like, she don't know how to play spades. I'm finna teach you how to play spades. Listen, I'm a spades player, and if we gonna be together, you got to know how to play spades. You cannot be my partner and fuck us over. I mean, and if you mess up and end up reneging, you got to know how to bounce us back. You got to know that we don't quit. Okay, because there's been a time or two that I wasn't paying attention and not in renege, but we turned around, honey, and got every book, went blind. I don't have time to play. I don't have time to play. I'm a spades player. So I get where Brent is coming from. And And I also see a different side of Brent. I'm actually in this moment right now, as of this episode, kind of like, oh, okay, Brent, I see you. Like, okay, yeah, I like the new you. I like how we are seeing who you are now. I like that you talking a little more, but now we see that you're really interested in somebody, and so that's how come we see a lot more of you. You're open more. She's actually giving you the time of day and is feeding back on you. I kind of said, I wrote down here in my notes, Alexis is now feeling Brent, and is it because Divine likes him now? Which one of y'all said that last week? That the only reason Alexis is going to start feeling Brent is because Divine likes him. And then you saw that little awkward little peck. They always come in with them little pecks. I don't know. I don't know if they be warranted. It don't feel like it's the right time. Or the producer saying kiss. I don't know what's happening, okay? But Alexis was like, I felt something. Oh, your little vagina did a thump, 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 or one thump. I felt something. Because we know you still really feel in London. Really want him to get his life together, because she turned around and said that this is the biggest connection she felt. Didn't she tell Carrie that last week when she let him go? But her, that was a friendly connection. Like, this is the biggest connection. I thought that you had a bigger connect. You were exploring a bigger connection with London. Isn't that what you told? Like, Alexis, see now, girl, I like you and everything. I really do. I like that you're straightforward. I like that you're forthright, forthcoming. I like all of that about you. But this is, you just like who like you. Let's call a spade a spade. I said it a couple episodes ago. You like who like you, and that's okay. The person that is showing you the most interest is who you like and who you gonna go for. Well, London is outside, you know, contemplating, and Mario comes and joins him. They talk about how they both are attracted to two women with two entirely different personalities on two sides of the spectrum. One is reserved and quiet, one is a firecracker on both sides of them. And so they have something in common to discuss. Honestly, 10 weeks is just not enough time to really make a sound decision. So at this point, what would you recommend the fellas do? I would say go off of what your gut say. Go with who you like. Sometimes we try not to go with who we like because it's gotten us in trouble. You like sugar to a diabetic, you're gonna kill me. So we need to go to a more healthier, more sound, more mentally stable choice, okay? So London makes the mistake of telling Mario, I have a stronger connection with Divine. But there's something there with Alexis that I want to explore. Which one of y'all said it last week? That really Alexis is his type. You know, she's more natural. She's more of a natural beauty. Where Divine is more, you know, I've gotten some enhancements. I wear weaves. Nothing is wrong with either one of those, okay? For whoever keep talking about I'm hating on her. Now listen, Brent and Divine. Oh, I was just like, seriously, Brent? You want to go have a conversation with Divine to tell her that you want to focus all your attention on Alexis because you feel something? Wait till you seen the playback. I'm sure you saw the playback of y'all one and only date, you and Alexis, and how she said she needed someone more assertive, more aggressive, more interested in her. And now here you are going shut Divine out. Because why? Divine is a little aggressive. Y'all was like, oh, I think he like. No, he don't. He does not like aggressive women. There's nothing about him that says he likes not even aggressive. Let's not use that word. I hate that word. Assertive women, or women who go after what they want as it relates to relationships. Like, he likes the chase. And that's what Alexis is giving him. And listen, though I'm disappointed at the fact that he would tell Divine, listen, I'm solely focusing on Alexis, who at first didn't have the time of day for him. I appreciate the fact that he goes and talks to her one-on-one, that he tells her, hey, yeah, we had something, but I really want to focus my attention on Alexis. I'm really digging her, and I felt that I owed it to you to tell you that. Now, that was a thing that took me over for Brent. Like, I was like, I appreciate that kind of honesty. Like, I appreciate you coming to me and saying, listen, boo, this ain't working out, and I don't want you to find out from nobody but from me. It's more of like, that's what a man would do to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she handled it gracefully. I know she was taken aback by it a little bit. Like, this bitch keep coming in on my territory. I know she was taken aback by it. But honestly, she handled it really well. And she was gracious. And she said, thank you for telling me. You've always been a straight shooter. You've always played this game correctly. You've always been upfront with your feelings and your emotions. And I appreciate you for that. Like, me too, Divine. Reva walks up and tells London, hey, Mario, can I have some one-on-one time with you? You know, and interjects. And so they have a conversation. Now, this is the second time in this conversation that she told him. So she told him in the bedroom that she's done with the situation. And now she's telling him outside at the fire pit, hey, why don't you go ahead and pursue Tandy? That's your best bet. Like, she's pretty much throwing in the towel. Honestly, it's quite possible that Reva realizes she sounds like a fool. She seems foolish. Why would I tell you, first off, are we friends or aren't we friends? Why would I tell you about this man that I supposedly like? Honey, you were supposed to have been throwing the towel. When is it time? When is it the appropriate time to bow out gracefully? She should have bowed out gracefully 2 episodes ago, but she was trying to hang in there as long as she could for, you know, clout. They do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Is that the right song? So then you see Alexis in London, and they have a conversation because he wants to have a heart-to-heart about where they stand with one another. She, in particular, is now like, I'm not feeling him. He's not going down a path where he's really interested in me. So I think serious was the wrong word, but really interested and really wants to get to know me. It's still like a game and a chase, like, you know, we still at the flirting stage. Well, yeah, because it's really only been a month and a half since y'all met. At this point, Alexis is really disappointed in his indecisiveness and how he's not stepping up and how he's not, you know, saying what he means and means what he says. So when they, you know, she was like, I want to go outside. I need some fresh air. So they go outside and they go join everybody at the fire pit. Everybody except for, I want to say Ashima and Tandy. Ashima, Tandy, and Darren. They're the only ones not at the fire pit. Okay, but before they reach the fire pit, Divine walks up on Mario and Reva. And all I wrote down was it was not his place to tell Divine about his conversation with London and how he said he had a strong connection. Specifically, and repeating it to Reva. Okay, because it's Reva who opened up her mouth when shit got real. So now you got everybody at the bonfire and the conversation comes up. And you know, Reva fucks with Divine. That's her girl. Okay, she rocks with her for real. So she finna take up for her and be like, well, that's not what Mario said. He said that you got more of a connection. Your connection is stronger with Divine than it is with Alexis. And Alexis is sitting over there seething, writhing, quietly, reserved, like arms crossed, body language. Honey, you got Divine up there, arms crossed, body language, because now it's tense because you're putting London on the spot. Like, make a choice, dude. Right now is the time. Make a choice. Who's it gonna be? Divine or Ashima? Divine or Alexis? And you know what he says? I'm not sure. I like them both. I have connections with them both. And pretty much y'all ain't finna pressure me right now to say a motherfucking thing. But Divine is not having it, honey. Divine showed us what it was. Okay? She been reserved and classy and elegant, you know, and very sophisticated all this time. But baby, the hood bitch came out. She is sick of grown motherfuckers not being able to make decisions in 2 seconds, and I'm 2 seconds for making decisions for motherfuckers myself. I paraphrased it, but that's pretty much what she said, and it was heated in that moment. Right before then, Brent had walked Alexis away because he could see that she was seriously agitated by the whole situation. And Alexis tells Brent, listen, he missed his opportunity. That was when he was supposed to be a straight shooter. He couldn't because he might have a connection with Divine, but he is still extremely attracted to Alexis. He did miss his opportunity. At that point, he was supposed to man up and he was supposed to say, this is what it is. But again, 7 weeks, 8 weeks is not enough time really to make an informed decision. But you on the show. You're going to have to go with your gut. You're going to have to man up and be like, it's you. I choose you, baby. That's what he's going to have to do. I don't know how he going to do it. I don't know where he going to get the cojones from. But he going to need to pull them out because they didn't went up, okay? He needs to let the sack drop. So now listen. London excuses himself. Divine is upset because she over it. She's sick of it. It's some bullshit. She ready to walk off. Remember now, she had told that to Brent already, and when she was up for elimination that one time, a couple episodes ago. But here's the truth, the fact of the matter. London was like, I evidently feel something because I'm feeling some kind of way about this nigga Brent. He didn't say Brent. I'm feeling some kind of way about Brent. He done came out of nowhere with this whole new personality, being somebody different. Where'd he come from? Is this your bodyguard? Your poodle? What's up? See, now, we know it to be true that a man cannot handle seeing someone he's dating into someone else. Let's go ahead and be honest. It is what it is. He is definitely got the green-eyed monster, okay? He is definitely feeling threatened by Brent. Brent has come out, the dark horse has come out and is in the lead. Everybody was counting Brent out. He said, you can't count me out. Everybody was counting Brent out, but Brent was like, I'm still in, and I may be the dark horse for the win. Go ahead and crown me. Well, when he goes over, he as in London walks over because he wants to talk to Divine. He wants to have a conversation with her right in this moment because he knows that he kind of fucked up. You got Divine over there talking big shit, and you got Alexis that has walked away because you have not put on your big boy pants. You have not strapped on your boots. And he says, Alexis, can I talk to you for a minute? And she says verbally, she vocalizes yes. Brent was like, oh hell no, I'm not done talking to her. I'm feeling disrespected. Hold up, wait your turn. You know, London's like, oh, wait a minute, hold on, it ain't even like that. Like, wait a minute, hold on, bro, let's not even go there. Let's not even take it to that level. Now, here's my thing. I don't feel like London was being disrespectful or trying to disrespect Brent. But baby, I'm gonna tell you, I thought it was sexy that he was like, I'm not gonna back down because nigga, you walking up. Like, you like her. I know you like her, but me too. And I need to show her that I'm here for you. I need to show her that I'm here for her versus you over there straddling on the fence. It's me and her. I'm focused strictly on her. So I can appreciate that. But in that next breath, I'm all like, she said that it was okay for him to talk, which meant I'm done with the conversation with you, Brent. I need to hear what he has to say. And he is now showing some type of interest. He is coming after me after I've walked away. He sees that someone else is interested in me. So now, of course, my chemistry is with him. My connection first was with him. And so my interest is piqued. I'm sparked. Oh, what has he got to say? I think the exchange between Brent and London was definitely unnecessary. I think Brent actually went a little too far. Brent could have just been like, okay, give me 2 seconds to finish up and I'll be right back, or I'm right over here, or then, you know, they weren't really talking about nothing, were they? I don't know, y'all. Look, that's the end of it. That is the end of this episode. You guys, let me know what you think down below in the comments. How do you feel now about Brent and Alexis? Is it a thing or no? I think she's an opportunist. I think that she's an opportunist. I think that she also wants to make sure that the person is into her. Nobody wants to be looking stupid. The way Ashima feels is valid. Alexis, though she's pretty in her own right, knows what that feels like. I want you to want me. because I want things to progress fast. Ashima and Darren, where is their fate? They're gonna make it to the end. They're gonna be one of the 3 couples that make it to the end. Now, are they gonna last after the show? That's a good question. Or Mario and Tandy, because Reva pretty much is now bowed out, so she's the one to go home. Anyway, I think that's it. Let me know what you thought about this all these shenanigans they had going on right down below in the comments. I will try and respond to every single one, but my comments are starting to pop, y'all. They popping. Y'all having conversations and stuff, and I'm just peeking in, dropping hearts. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review of Ready to Love Season 2, Episode number 8, Ready to Retreat. If it's your first time visiting my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button, become a ray of sunshine. You're already right there. Go ahead and click the bell. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell, ring-a-ling-a-ling. Lastly, for me, because you like me and I know it's real, give me a thumbs up. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next video.